All right, so the next part is going to be combining functions algebraically, but we're going to use graphs. So here we are just going to do it pointwise. So remember before we were able to kind of put them together and simplify the function if possible. So a good example of that was here, f times g. So looking at this one, we could simplify that a little bit. We also had some simplification here in the previous example. So in the case where we have tables, we're not going to be able to do that, or rather, we don't want to expend the energy doing that. So to do it piecewise, we know that f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x. And so we want to evaluate f plus g of 2. So that's going to be f of 2 plus g of 2. So the top graph is f. So when x is 2, f of 2 is 5. So that's going to give me 5. To that, I add g of 2, which is 0. So my answer for this part is just 5. So then next I'm going to do f minus g of x. So remembering that this is just f of x minus g of x, I'm going to have f minus g of 2 equals f of 2 minus g of 2. So that'll be 5 minus 0, and that also gives me 5. Then the next one I want to do is f times g. So remember that's f of x times g of x. So when I use 2, fg of 2 is f of 2 times g of 2. So that's going to be 5 times 0, and that's going to give me 0. And then the last one here, I'm going to have f over g of x. And so this equals f of x over g of x. So then f over g of 2 is f of 2 over g of 2. And that's going to be 5 over 0. So this is undefined. So if you're doing a problem in MOM and you get something like this, it may ask you to write in D, N, E as your answer. So that's just something to look out for. Next, I want to use a table and do the same thing. So I'm not going to write out what f plus g of x is for each one as I just did above. I'm just going to cut straight to it. So f plus g of 5, that's f of 5 plus g of 5. So f of 5, so I'm looking here. And I can see that f of 5 is 0. And then I also have over here, this is g of 5, which is 8. All right, so this is going to be 0 plus 8, which gives me 8. Then I have f minus g of 5. So that's f of 5 minus g of 5. That equals 0 minus 8, which is negative 8. F times G of 5 is F of 5 times G of 5, and that equals 0 times 8, not 0.8, 0 times 8. And so that's going to give me 0. And then F over G of 5 equals F of 5 over G of 5. So that's going to be 0 divided by 8, which is again 0. So I'm going to end this video here. Next, we're going to move on to function composition. So I'll see you soon for that video.